Hi everyone, and welcome to another weekly angel reading. This week of the 14th, I just had to check the date there, the 14th of October through to the 20th. I am so excited today because I have the new Archangel Power Tarot cards by my friend Radleigh, Valentine and the beautiful Doreen. And so I've decided to use these, my first time using these for a public reading. I've been enjoying them myself, and I have to say I absolutely love the beauty and the accuracy of these cards, as well as the slight twist in them that isn't in the Angel Tarot deck, and that is that 4 different archangels represent the suits. Gabriel is the fire suit, Archangel Ariel is earth, then there is Raphael for the water, and Michael for the air. So if I'm doing that now because it will help me to remember, and also you who are maybe familiar with the Angel Tarot deck and not this one, I really encourage you to check it out. It's beautiful, and there's some great graphic artwork on there. It's beautiful artwork. So without further ado, I'm going to use these. I was fortunate enough to go to Glastonbury last week, and I didn't see Rad, but I did see Doreen, and I know she's very excited about this deck, as well as her new book, Assertiveness for Earth Angels, which I've also started reading. And if you're someone like me who sometimes would prefer to have peace than really be assertive, or really to express what you mean, or perhaps to say no when you really mean it, or even to create more of a balance within your relationships, I would definitely recommend the book. I've only read a few pages so far, but it's very powerful and has really given me some aha moments already. So here is the card for Monday and Tuesday. Very interestingly, we have the Empress, which is represented by Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel in this deck. The major arcana is all purple in this deck, but there's different archangels depending on the theme. And this says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. This is a fabulous card for the beginning of the week. If you have felt like some ideas have been bubbling away in the last few days especially, then really look at them and actually decide to do something with them. It is time to be creative. Gabriel is a fabulous angel for our creativity and our expression. But this card, it also reminds us that it isn't about, just doing an idea and leaving it, or, being afraid to take action because you haven't the money or the time or the energy. This is confirmation that our dreams, our desires are also supported. Usually we decide to wait for the money, or wait for the time, or wait for the perfect opportunity. And this card is actually about saying, go for it now, because your needs will be taken care of as you do. Okay, so definitely get active this week, or actually these next couple of days, but I do feel like it's particularly for this week. I always pay attention to the first card, so go for it. Okay, and look at this beautiful picture of Archangel Gabriel. Okay, interestingly, the middle of the week is Ariel, 4 of Ariel. And let me see, it says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So interestingly, this again is talking about the balance of giving and receiving, knowing, as I said in the beginning of the week, that as you're exploring, as you're sharing, as you're putting down your ideas, as you're acting upon them, you will also receive. But this could also mean for those of us who perhaps aren't paying attention to where our energy is going. Perhaps there are things that we have been putting off because we would prefer not to do them, or we've been receiving guidance which feels a little daunting, or perhaps we know that something has got to give in order for us to actually take charge of our creativity. And this feels like that card. So just really knowing that it's okay to make changes, that there might be a part of you that is afraid of that, but just go for it, because honestly, if everything is as it was supposed to be, you'd be totally fulfilled and totally happy, and you would have everything that you're desiring right now. So sometimes when we're asking for help, we have to make the changes in order for them to come about. This also reminds me of it's like to me, to kind of having your sensible hat on, and also just knowing that you can follow. So you don't have to suddenly, go out on a whim and just mean that you have to spend everything that you have, or you have to suddenly move, or have to suddenly change your job. We've definitely spoken about this before. It also just means kind of really getting that balance between the two. The Archangel Ariel is represented by Earth here, so it is that earthy support, and really goes along with what we were talking about in the beginning of the week. So that continues for Wednesday and Thursday. Interesting. Okay. This goes back to Archangel Gabriel, 8 of Gabriel for the weekend. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So this really does remind us that, yes, Gabriel is really helping us this week, that it really is about taking the action. Once we decide to make the changes, there's going to be a lot of movement forward, which, yes, I know can sometimes bring a little kind of tension within us, but also seeing all of the birds, seeing Gabriel with us, reminds us to kind of spread our wings and go for it, to take flight, to know that everything that we're asking for can happen, but we have to also be the one to create that movement in the beginning and the middle of the week if we want to see it towards the end of the week. There's lots of ideas for all of us happening right now. We may be a bit tentative in making them, but they're saying that this is really a time to kind of just go for it, to make our dreams real, to make what we are asking for real. So that requires a lot of persistence and also leaps in our for us, but that they are rewarded. That what we are asking for, and also what we are worrying about, sometimes has immediate results. So please do your best to focus upon what you desire this week, because it feels like there's a lot of energy swirling around. And if we focus on what we truly desire, on the positive, then we're going to have even more of that we are powerful creators. Although the law of attraction is certainly not the only law of the universe, it is very powerful, and it seems particularly powerful this week. We are coming into Scorpio time by the end of the week, I believe, and so that it can be intense, but it's really good because it's that fire within. I know Scorpio is a water sign, but as my lovely Scorpio friend reminded me, the fire is inside of them. So bringing that fire out so that you can really share your passions and your desires with the world. Okay, so that was your little glimpse into the Archangel Power Tarot deck. As you can see from even the title, this deck is really helping us to really have the motivation, the action, the courage to take those steps. It isn't enough always just to receive the guidance. In fact, it never is usually enough. We have to be the human. We are here in a body to be active in our lifetime, to work, to share, to be passionate, to create, to communicate, and this deck really helps us to do that. If you would like some help to do that, if you would like clarity personally, of course you can contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Anna Taylor Music Angel, where I share inspiration, and also you can contact me for a personal reading there, or on my website anna-taylor.co.uk, and I look forward to hearing from you or talking to you next week. Lots of love. Bye.